presents the News Quiz with your host, Sandy Troxbig.
Hello and welcome to the News Quiz. We start with a cutting from the BBC website read by Carolyn Brown.
A collection of 72 bottles of single malt whisky will go under the hammer in Glasgow later this month.
And our thanks to David Archer for sending that in. Now let's meet the teams. Will you welcome first, on my right, Francis Ween and Rebecca Front. And opposite them on my left, newcomer Nick Doody and Susan Calman. Francis, who's been spreading his ideas around this week?
It's the Tories in Birmingham. They won't be going there again, I don't think. Now they've discovered that protesters can shout, "Tory scum, out of Brum." So all David Cameron is, even now, probably sitting down with a map, trying to find a place they can go to next year which won't lend itself to disobliging rhymes of that sort. I think Bubbly Salston might be quite promising. Can't go wrong with Bubbly Salston, that's my motto. It actually sounds like a Tory MP as well, which helps. It's the Tories. They had their conference, and it's just like all these conferences. They come up with a number of rather silly gimmicks. There was Bash a Burglar, and there was Give Up All Your Employment Rights and you might be allowed to have some shares. And then for the double bonus, if you give up your employment rights and bash a burglar, I think you could win a toaster, probably. And I think by about Tuesday they realised people wanted to get the taste of George Osborne. But Boris was magnificently patronising to Cameron. I mean, this man is the prime... Nice thought. And so
a tiny bit of sick has come up in the back of my throat.
They unleashed Boris, and he did the business, distracted everyone, and he does what Michael Heseltine used to do. Once a year at party conferences in the old days, Michael Heseltine would stand up and go completely berserk and whip them up to a frenzy. And I remember one year when I was watching Heseltine do his speech, a Tory peer who was standing near me said, "Say what you like about that man. He knows how to find the clitoris of the Conservative Party." And I think this may be true of Boris.
George Osborne, to me, just has that mixture of sort of baby face and evil. He looks like he probably smells of rusks and brimstone.
But he also has that sort of weird, uneasy smirk about him. I mean, most notably when he was booed at the Olympics. He just looked like someone who's about to go through one of those scanners.